For Shedwars. Excuse my hair, I just woke up. Take you over to the shed over here. When I first moved out here and did a garden, it was in, I think it was 2012 we moved out. And we built that shed, my husband did. I mean that greenhouse. I have not since 2012 utilized that greenhouse until this year. And let me tell you why. This is a hint for all of the northern people who live in colder weather. That's what it says. It's colder weather. Think colder. I live 4 hours north of where I used to live. There's a big difference, a huge difference in weather and ground temperatures. And the only, excuse me, the only time that I got a real good yield, I was just about ready to give up last year, was 2000. Okay, so watching traditional homestead, they have that ground cover, but the ground cover wasn't going to do it. I mean, it would have done it okay for me. The weeds here would just grow straight through it. Don't get me wrong, it's a great idea. So what I did was get something more durable. 4 mil plastic. Heats the ground up, keeps it moist. That's my tip for the day. For the colder weather people, I suggest come into my shed. I'm going to sit on the lawnmower. That's usually where I like sitting. What I suggest for you is, for colder weather, heavy grade black plastic heats up the soil. The soil is extremely cold for a long period of time. Our growing season, can't quote it right now, just woke up. I need to get this video out. I can look it up later, maybe put it into another video for Team Woodcutter. And what I'm saying is very short growing season here in northern Michigan. I am a little bit past, I'm like a day, not even a day drive, it's 80 miles to the Mac Bridge. So I am like a hop, skip, and a jump to the Upper Peninsula. I live a little bit, 13 miles about, off of the shores of Lake Huron in Presque Isle County. And growing here was an experiment. It was a total experiment. Lots of fails. Any given, I mean, it was like I was looking for, I tried containers, and more of that later, but I tried containers. I tried everything. This past year, and that's when I broke my wrist during the winter. This past year, I ended up getting over 200 pounds of tomatoes, and I could never grow a tomato here the way I was doing it. And I'm going to give you the number one tip. In cold weather, heavy, maybe 4 mil black plastic, heats that ground up, keeps the weeds down. It's a one-time purchase. I just leave it right down during the winter time, and I add manure and fresh topsoil to it. And I can do it myself. I got my own soil that accumulated from the pond when it was built. So in retrospect, all you need is manure, and then that's it. I mean, that's number one tip for cold weather people. Other than that, I'm really excited this year because I doubled my garden because of the success I had last year, and I am using now my greenhouse. And I can show you more photos of that, how it's coming along, and I can't be more happier. So this is number 2 series, number 2 episode for Shedwars, hashtag Shedwars, and Team Woodcutter, hashtag Woodcutter. These are my 2 videos for May, and hopefully I'm in. So let's go to growing and harvesting. Good luck, everyone. Team Woodcutter, let's go. This is part of my shed. I'm going to show you a little bit at a time before I show you all of it. This is my favorite tool of all time. It's my John Deere. Now, who doesn't love a John Deere? And this is my prized possession. I've got my cart that goes with it, and this is it. This is it. I love it. Here's the fill tank right here. This is a workhorse, and I love it. Yep. Love tractors, but I don't have a big one. Wish I did. More later on the Shedwars. Yes.